listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Listen, it is already hot, y'all. It's 80 degrees going up to a high of 91. So we're going to have a pretty warm one today. I know when I went out on the deck this morning, I was like, ooh, it's hot already. It was hot. So it's 80 degrees right now. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I don't even know if I got a chance to say this, but I wanted to give happy birthday shout outs like I forgot. So happy birthday shout out goes out to my friend Tyrone. His birthday was June 27th. Happy birthday, T-Bills. My daughter, her birthday was yesterday. Dominique, happy birthday, darling. Love you to life. And today, my sister-in-law's mother, her name is Shirley. Happy birthday, Shirley. It's a lot of cancers, baby. I'm surrounded by cancers. I know a whole bunch of Pisces, and I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of cancers. And happy birthday to my good friend Walter Cross. Yesterday was his birthday as well. My daughter is actually my ex, y'all. But anyway, my daughter was born on his birthday. Happy birthday to all of you celebrating a birthday out there. All you cancers out there, happy birthday. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful time. All right, so today is June the 29th. Yep. Normally, Georgette comes on with me and do the word of the week, but she is ill. We went to dinner yesterday and she ate some cake. The cake made her sick. The cake was really rich, y'all. So we went to a place yesterday for my daughter's birthday called Rays on Killer Creek. I was about to say River Creek. So you know they got the Rays on the River in Atlanta. We went to Rays on Killer Creek in Alpharetta. Gorgeous. Like when I tell you the place is gorgeous, it's gorgeous. And the food was delicious. But they had this little cake. So it was my daughter's birthday. So they gave me this little cake. And it was butter cake. I think it was called a butter cake or something. That freaking cake was so good. I was like, oh, I wanted to buy one. I didn't buy one. Georgette bought one. I didn't buy one because I was like, I'm going to eat. I like butter. Okay, so my whole issue with weight is butter and cheese. Like, I'm not really the carb person. So I was in love with the butter. I'm like, oh my God, it's delicious. So we all kind of ate off the little cake. That freaking cake was so good. It was delicious. But anyway, miss you, G, but I'll go ahead and see can I do the word of the week some justice by stepping into your place this morning. So here we go. First of all, today is National Camera Day. So get out there, take some beautiful pictures. Listen, y'all take pictures, share them with me. Go over to Good Morning Gwinnett, and under Good Morning Gwinnett Living, there is a way for you to put comments. Share your pictures with me. Go out and take a beautiful picture. Today is Camera Day. Take a beautiful picture. Leave a comment with your picture there. I'll be happy to see it. But anyway, that's today. So take some beautiful pictures and share. We need beauty and world in the love right now. Beauty and love in this world right now. That's what we need. Share your beauty. Share some love in this world. Maybe we all get together and share beauty and love. We can level some things out. You know what I'm saying? The bad energy. We bring in the good energy. We push out the bad energy. Beautiful pictures and love. So go out. Today is National Camera Day. Take pictures. All right, so here it is. The word of the week is strong. Ooh, that's a strong word. That's a strong word, y'all. When I used to go to church, this church I used to go to, when the pastor said something good, it was this woman, and she was so sweet. Her name was Janine. He would say something good. She's like, Pastor, that's a good word. That's a good word. And everybody starts saying that. It's a good word. Strong is a good word. Here's the thing. There are so many things that's going on right now that could break you down. Like, there's just a lot going on. You probably got stuff going on in your home. We look at the news. There's a lot of stuff going on around us. You probably got stuff going on at work, in your business. You got to stand strong. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but you got to say, you know what? I'm going to be strong. I'm going to push through this, because that's what strong means. Strong means pushing through, standing up, standing when it hurts, enduring, strong. That's the word for the week. And so whatever you're going through right now, you got to stand strong. Even when it hurts, you got to stand strong. You got to endure, because at the other end, it's going to be something great. It always is. We don't see what it is right now because we're going through it. But when you come out on the other side, it's always something better. And that's the way you have to look at things. I know the pain, sometimes the pain of what we're going through hurts so bad that we just feel weak and we just want to fall down. And I say to you, listen, stand strong. Here's another thing. If you can't find the strength to stand strong, find somebody to lean on that's standing strong for you. Let me say that again. I should have said that at the end of the show. If you cannot find the strength to stand strong, find someone to lean on that's standing strong and let them hold you up for a minute. It's okay to say, hey, I need to lean on you for a second. That's what good friends are for. That's what good family members are for. When you can't be the one to stand strong, find someone that's going to stand strong for you. Your word for the week is strong. Stand strong. We're going to get through. Whatever it is, you're going to make it through. You got to endure. And when you can't do it by yourself, lean on somebody. Lean on somebody that's strong, that's going to help you stand up when you can't stand up by yourself. That's our word for the week. Georgette, I hope I did it justice. I tried my best, but hey, I tried my best. No, I'm not going to sing a song. I was about to sing a song. Y'all know I like songs. I'll break out in a song. All right, so the word for the week this, y'all, is strong. Stand strong, and I hope next week Georgette can join us to give us a word. I don't know if I did it justice, but I did my best. But my best made, yeah, okay, I'm not going to sing. Yeah, I was about to break out in a song. All right, so let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, June the 29th. One more day in this month, and we are directly split down the middle. We're about to go into July. Listen, time waits for no one. Do you hear what I'm saying? We are halfway there before it's going to be 2021. Yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, time flies. All right, the horoscopes for today brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen, June 29th. We're going to pick it up like we always do, and that is with Aries. You must use discretion when it comes to lending money or making donations. Don't let the erratic behavior of someone you live with interfere with your professional performance. Direct your energy wisely. Listen here. Direct your energy. I just said it. Listen, Aries, direct your energy wisely. Put out good energy into a world so you can attract good energy back. What you put out, you attract. If you put out bad energy today, Aries, you're going to get bad energy back. So direct your energy wisely. Yes, that's what you do. Put out that good energy. Taurus, don't be afraid to push your beliefs and attitudes. If they don't want to get involved, work by yourself. Put your energy, there go that word again, put your energy into home renovations. Listen here. Sometimes, Taurus, you got to do it by yourself. Sometimes all it needs to be is you. Do your thing by yourself. And put that in. Your energy is supposed to go into home improvement. Something you're supposed to be fixed probably months ago. Fix it today. Put that energy there. You know, good energy though. Do it with love. Put the energy into the home improvements with love. Everything today, y'all, we're going to do with love. I'm declaring today is Do It With Love Day. I know today is National Camera Day, but I'm going to call it National Do It With Love Day. Whatever it is, I don't care if they piss you off, do it with love. Do it with a smile on your face. Gemini, you are best to stick to basics. Work on getting ahead by picking up added skills. You must strive to get the most important projects completed properly, rather than doing everything in a half-baked way. Your ability to be practical in business will help. All right, listen. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all, Gemini. If you're gonna do it half-baked, then just don't do it. It's probably better that way. Don't do it. Right? Yeah. And you're going to be practical today in business. Your practicality is going to come out in business. It's going to help a whole lot. All right, Crab, this is you today. Cancer. All the crabs out there. This Cancer month, y'all. You'll find it easy to deal with government agencies or large institutions. You must try to lay your cards on the table. Talk to your mate and tell them how you feel. Friends may not be completely honest with you. All right, so listen. My daughter and I was having this conversation earlier. And she had to have a talk this morning, and so I hope she laid her cards on the table. I'm gonna ask, did you lay your cards on the table? Because it was a serious talk. It's so funny. I'm looking at this like, wow, we just had this conversation this morning. Yeah, talk to your mate and tell them how you feel. Like that was part of the talk. All right, Leo, you may not want to tell someone how you really feel. Don't let your emotions interfere with your efficiency. Communication would be your best bet. I don't know why you don't want to tell them, Leo, but if you don't want to tell them, don't be forced to tell them. And keep your emotions in check today. Yeah, because if not, they're going to interfere with your efficiency to do whatever it is you got to do. So you want to keep that stuff in check. And communication is the best bet. Yeah, communications is good. I was telling my nephew and his girlfriend, they were here for the weekend. And I was saying, because sometimes I feel like I need to impart a little bit of relationship wisdom. I don't have a lot. Because I don't spend a lot of time in the relationship sector. I spend all my time in business. That's kind of sad. But anyway, I said to him, listen, let me tell y'all something. She had the earbuds in the earpods. So let's take the earpods out. When all the passion is gone, 'Cause I know what happened. So my daughter was saying to my cousin, my nephew, how she just loved that, how his mother, my brother, and his wife, his mom, how they still have great conversations. Because they do. They talk all the time to each other. That's rare. Like, I'm just going to tell y'all, that's a rare situation. That's because they have a lot in common, right? And I said to my nephew and his girlfriend, I said, listen, when the passion is gone, you know, and when your feet stink and she looks different, as long as y'all can have a conversation, y'all can get through. I said, well, guess what? If you can't communicate with each other, what's gonna happen? She gonna look worse and your feet gonna smell worse. Everything's gonna be a problem. And so me and Georgette was saying it at the table yesterday at dinner, and we said it at the same thing. Everything gonna be a problem. And the problem is you can't talk to each other because you don't really have anything in common. So as long as you can communicate with the person that you're in a relationship with, you can make it through. Because when you talk things out, a lot of times it clears things up. It's when you don't talk that nothing gets cleared up. Nothing is going to get settled when you don't talk about it. If you sit there and hold stuff in, nothing's going to happen. It's going to stay right where it is inside of you. So I was telling him and her, I said, listen, talk to each other. As long as you could talk to each other, you could probably work things out. But people stop talking. They would shut completely down, won't talk, won't say nothing. And then you expect things to get resolved. It won't happen. Trust me when I tell you that. It's not going to. If you shut down and you're in a relationship with somebody and you shut down and y'all don't try to communicate, you can go ahead and throw the towel in. That's about to be done. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen. Y'all going to live in a house and y'all going to hate each other and resent each other. Nobody's talking. It's terrible. Don't do it. So I was telling him that was because they're young. They're young. I had to give that little bit of relationship wisdom because it's the truth. Virgo, positive changes regarding your personal status are evident. Your home may be in an uproar, and you are best to stay out of the line of fire, if at all possible. Don't blow situations out of proportion. Let me say that one again, Virgo. Don't blow situations out of proportion. I know this Virgo person, y'all. She blows everything every single thing out of proportion. You can say the sky's blue. That's a problem. Why you say sky blue? She blows everything out of proportion. So she needs to hear that today. I ain't even going to share it with her because I share it with her, she going to blow that out of proportion. What you share that with me for? Yeah, everything. It's like crazy because you don't even know what to say to that person. It's like, I don't even know what to say. So all I say is, hey. That's all I say. If you blow that out of proportion, do your thing. I ain't give you no ammunition. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Stay tuned.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around, wow. So where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? Oh, this is what we do. When
welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kernan, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by astrologer Michael Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Sudden trips may take you by surprise. Try to include your mate. Mixing business with pleasure. Yes. Don't expect support from your mate. Your ability to relate will close generations gap. Oh my God. So there's a lot up in that horoscope there for you, Libra. Take your mate with you, but don't expect your mate to support you. See, that's pretty rough right there. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea. Hopefully it's not a good idea and your mate don't support you. That'll be horrible. Scorpio. Opportunities to get involved in self-improvement projects will be rewarding. You will be erratic and quite likely to make personal mistakes. Don't let an incident at work play on your mind. Let me tell you something. Anytime you can do something to improve yourself, I'm talking about the inside. Because a lot of times we work on the outside, right? We want to make people want to see how we look. We work on the inside because it's the inside that messes up the outside, honestly. When you think the outside is looking good, the inside mess up, you're still ugly. I'm just saying, I'm just being real. Work on the inside. So, Scorpio, your thing today is to work on self-improvement on the inside. Don't worry about the outside. Get the inside right, and then the outside is going to shine. I used to work with this girl. She was not attractive at all. Not on the outside, but she was a sweetheart, and it was so funny because we would be walking. I don't care where we were walking. Her inner beauty shone. It just shined out, and I don't care where we were. Guys will always try to pick her up, and I was like, man, she was a beautiful soul. So you may have looked at her on the outside and said, nah, she's not very attractive, but her inner beauty, it went outside of her, and she would be laughing because guys will always try to pick her up. And you know, a female, sometimes we could be kind of rough. I'd be looking like, really? But when I got to really know her, she was a sweetheart. I'm talking about just beautiful, like a beautiful, beautiful person. It shined outwards. It's the inside, y'all. Work on the inside. The outside is going to take care of itself. It's the inside. But people are really, 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 and I'm going to raise my hand for being guilty too. People are really, really, really focused more on the outside because they worry about what people see on the outside. It's that ugly inside that mess you up. Because let me tell you something. You can be fine on the outside. And I heard guys say this, man, she gorgeous, but man, her attitude is awful. So that make you ugly. So you do all this work to get attention so people can see how beautiful you are on the outside. And then when you start talking to people, they be like, oh my God, she's awful. Or he's awful. I know guys that are gorgeous, right? Just as soon as they start talking, like, ugh, I feel like I want to throw up. Like, ugh. Because the inside is messed up. So, Scorpio, work on your inside today. That's what it says. Self-improvement, work on it. Sagittarius, don't take frustrations out on the ones you love. Your loving may cost you financially. Stress coupled with diet will add to stomach problems. Oh, my God. Listen, Sag, I know it's easier said than done, but don't take the frustrations out on the ones closest to you. That's normally what we do, though. We normally take our frustrations out on the ones that's closest to us, the ones that love us the most. And I was just telling my husband that. I said, there are people that we love and do anything for, and the minute something go wrong, they want to blame us. They want to take it out on us. And and if you're the person that's always doing good and people start to take that, it makes you want to say, you know what, I'm not effing with you. And I can't say what I really want to say, because it's a family show, but I'm not messing with you anymore. Go ahead with yourself. You want to be crazy and be mad at me for no reason? Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. I had to learn that, y'all, because I used to let that stuff bog me down emotionally. Now, it's like, well, that's your problem. You mad for no reason, get over it. Move on. So here's the thing, Sag. Don't take your frustrations out on people. Go run. Go do some jogging. Go sit out on the deck. Get some sun. Talk to the trees. They hear you. It's a living organism. They can hear you. They may speak back. A bird. Listen, I was on the deck this morning doing my little meditation, and the bird flew right up on the deck. Scared the daylights out of me because it kind of caught me off guard. Now, I'm not scared of birds, but I thought it was a big bug. Flew right up on the deck where I was sitting. I was like, holy crap. That always like shocks me. Go out. Don't take it out on other folks. Go out and get your stuff together. And you guys, and it's probably your lover that's causing you frustration. They may cost you financially. Yeah. That's probably the real problem. Take it out on that person. No, I'm kidding. Get some fresh air. Capricorn, help children complete projects that they're having difficulty with. Get together with friends and catch up on reading and letter writing. I said this before. Who does letter writing? Does somebody do letter? What you just write letters? Yeah, I don't even know what that means really. Like letter writing. That's a activity, I guess. Catch up on. I get the reading part, but the letter writing part, I don't quite get that. Your personal life will be disrupted if you've been too busy with business. Oh, that sound Capricorn. That sound like me. But it's you. If you've been so busy with business, your personal life is disrupted. You take some time out, do some reading and some letter writing. Yeah, okay. Aquarius, your boss may not be in the best moods today. Try to convince a good friend to take a holiday with you. That means vacation. For some people, they don't know what take a holiday means. That means vacation. Your lover will cost you dearly if you let them. Okay, there's another lover thing going on. Listen, get your good friend to go on a vacation and don't let your lover cost you dearly. They don't let them. It say if you let them. And your boss is in a bad mood, so go and stay at your desk. Let the boss go on this rampage and not include you. That's all I'm saying. And my fellow fish Pisces, you may be frazzled today. Use your ingenuity to manipulate things to get what you want. Ooh, that don't even sound good, universe. That don't sound good at all. Someone you live with will be impossible. Ooh, that don't sound good either. Be sure to get involved in self-improvement programs that will bring you in contact with interesting people. Everything else, I'm not claiming it, fish. I don't know about you, so I'm not claiming a frazzled day. I'm having a wonderful day. Use your ingenuity to manipulate things to get what you want. Oh, I don't even know how to feel about that. What does that mean? My ingenuity, I know what that means. What do I want? Is it business-wise? Okay, I'm going to do that. Some other stuff popped in my head. Good things. I'm going to use my ingenuity to get the good things that I want. Not the bad things. I used to tell people, if I was criminal-minded, I would be rich. Because I think, I know there are things that I could do that are straight criminal. I'm sure we all have that. Not that I'm saying I'm like super duper smart, but I'm a little smart, y'all. And if I was criminal-minded, I'd be rich. I'd be on greed. They'd be like, you hit a greed. You ever see the show Greed? They probably, cause you get caught now. Don't get it twisted. Criminals get caught. They eventually get it. So they probably would have got me. I'll probably be locked up. And I'll be on greed. Y'all be saying my great, cause I used to always say that. Cause there were things when I was younger, and I don't mean to get off the horoscope. But anyway, let me finish the horoscopes up. Anyway, be sure to listen, bitch. Be sure to get involved in self-improvement programs that will bring you in contact with interesting people. I don't really know what that is. I kind of feel like for me, it's some kind of spiritual thing. I'm leaning that way. Something I need to get into, learn some guided meditation or something. I try to meditate. It's hard for me. I can't shut my mind down. I be trying to shut my mind down. But anyway, let me tell y'all this quick story. So when I was younger, I knew how to make all kinds of stuff. Like when it came to my friends, I was the one that knew the computer because we took computer in high school and I just fell in love with computers. And so when we got out of high school, there was just a lot of things I learned how to do. Like I was doing things that nobody knew how to do. Like people needed resumes, they needed degrees, they needed IDs. I could do all of that stuff. And I used to always say, because I tried it. Like I would go home and I would like, let me see, can I make this? And I would make it and it looked authentic. Because back then people weren't checking so much. And it looked authentic. And I'm like, man, that looks really good. And I used to tell my mother, man, if I was a criminal minded, I'd be rich. Because I could make IDs. I had if you need an ID, I could make it. And I learned that from this guy I was engaged to. But he made him, like he had a real business. Like he had a real business making IDs. And so he showed me how to do it. But then I learned a whole bunch of other stuff that if you were criminal minded, yeah, you'd be rich. He wasn't criminal minded. He had like a cell phone beeper shop. That's when beepers and cell phones were just coming out. That's how long ago I'm talking, y'all. And I said when I was younger. Like that was way, way, way back then. That was my second engagement. I was engaged 3 times. I got married on the 3rd try. All right, listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now, let's get on to some news you can use. Listen, the coronavirus is not going anywhere. I have seen people lose their mind about wearing masks. For the life of me, I cannot understand why is it so hard to put the mask on your face. The mask is a little light. It is. I took my mother to the Mammo Center at Eastside Medical Center. She had to go get a mammography, right? And it was packed. So when I walked in there, I'm like, oh my God, it is packed in here. It was a lot of folks. Now they were pretty much spaced out, but I never see it like that because it's never packed like that. It was a lot of people. Everybody had on a mask. Everybody, every person in the room had a mask. Here comes this woman. Now here's the thing: on the door, there was a note that said you have to wear a mask because you come here. The problem is, here's the problem for that particular place, and I'm gonna tell you about another place we went to the following day. There are people who were going there to get mammographies who had breast cancer. And if they had gone through chemo or radiation, that means their immune system was compromised because chemo, although it kills cancer and radiation kills cancer, it kills other good cells and things in your body. So their immune systems is compromised, right? So why would you want to compromise somebody by not wearing a mask? We don't know if you don't have the virus or not. You probably don't even know because you don't know who you just walked past that sneezed on you or coughed in the air, because this is what a lot of people don't know. The coronavirus stays in the air for 3 hours. A doctor said that. I didn't say that. That came from a doctor. If someone sneezes and you walk into where they sneeze, it stays in the air for 3 hours. I did not say that. That came from a doctor. I'm just repeating what the doctor said. So you don't know what you walk through when you walk through the door. You coming into a place where people probably have had breast cancer before, like my mom. She had breast cancer. So, and she had a mastectomy on one side. So you walk up in this place. You don't know people's situations. Why would you not put the mask on? I don't, for the life of me, I just can't understand why is that such a... I saw this woman on a videotape on Twitter. She looked straight crazy. She said that wearing the mask was demonized. It was not of God. We're taking away her right to breathe. All kinds of nuts. I was like, people are nuts. Let me just say that. They're nuts. And so the woman coming there, everybody in the room had a mask on. She came in with an attitude. You could look at her face and see she had an attitude. Right? She comes in, she sits down. She won't put the mask on. So the lady behind the desk, she came out. She was wiping everything down. She said, you're going to have to put your mask on. She was so mad. She rolled her eyes at that woman. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, all you got to do is put the mask on. Put the mask on. Here's why you want to put the mask on. And there's going to be a lot of people die. And they're going to die for that reason. Because they just would not follow the instructions of the CDC. They won't do it. You know, and so when this first started happening, I was sick to death because... one, I lost two people that were near and dear to me, right? I lost a family member and we lost the best man in my wedding to the coronavirus. And then my best friend lost her aunt, who I've known since I was 14 years old. So 3 people, right? I was torn because, you know, we didn't understand it. We didn't understand how it happened. It just happened. And it was like right at the height of when it happened. Like I came back from Podfest like the second week in March. My uncle got sick like the last week in March and he died on April the 4th. Like, just like, it was just happening. Like, I had just left a conference with 1,000 people. Still wasn't thinking. We didn't have on masks. We had like hand sanitizers and stuff. We didn't know. We didn't know we should be wearing masks. So, I was sitting next to a lady. She sneezed. I almost fell out my chair. I'm like, whoa. She was from Europe. I'm thinking, wait a minute, hold up. You know, we didn't know. But when I knew, I did better. Because this is what happened. This is what's supposed to happen. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. Let me say that again. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. But that's not what people are doing. So for the whole month of April and May, I was just a mess. Because I felt like, oh my God, we don't understand this thing. It's killing people left and right. And I had to get to the point where I didn't talk about it every day. Because it was really mentally doing something to me, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I was like, I can't talk about this every day. It is really doing something to me. So I decided to focus more on putting out good energy. And what I realized is that people are going to do what they want to do. What you got to do, Audrey, is do what you have to do. I have people that I love and care about. And if I brought the coronavirus home to any of them, I would just be destroyed. There are certain people, they just don't care. They don't care about their families. Because if they did, they would wear the mask. Right? I think some people think that it's just happening to black folks. Well, I looked at the Georgia numbers, and guess who has the most cases? White people. Now, we're not that far behind, but we don't have the most cases in Georgia, y'all. So I think people think it's just a black thing. No, everybody it doesn't discriminate. Unlike everything else that's going on right now, this virus does not discriminate. It does not. It doesn't care who it takes. Man, woman, boy, girl, black, white, Spanish. It doesn't care. It doesn't discriminate. But people don't care. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wear my mask. So I got a whole pack of masks in my car because I hate them. Now, I'm like everybody else. I hate the mask. I can't breathe that well. I had to go out Sunday morning. I felt sick as a dog with the mask on. I had to stop for a minute. But it was because I was tired because I had went to bed late because I couldn't sleep. And then I was tired and I was hot. I felt awful. And I said to myself, these people probably thinking this woman got the coronavirus. But I didn't. I just felt bad. And then breathing that hot air back in, it didn't help. But I'd rather do that than to breathe in the coronavirus. So they're just people who won't. Now, here's the thing. We have 77,210 cases in Georgia. Yes, 77,210 cases. The number is rising, and they're saying it's going to get worse. And I believe it because people say, I'm not wearing my mask. It's against God to wear the mask. It's the mark of the beast to wear the mask. All kinds of, y'all, I've heard all kinds of crazy things. Everything except I want to protect myself. Hey, let the ones who don't want to protect themselves, don't protect yourself. 2,778 people have passed away from the coronavirus here in Georgia. 77,210 cases confirmed. Gwinnett County, where do we stand on this thing? Gwinnett County, 7,685 cases in Gwinnett County confirmed. 169 people have passed away. It's not going anywhere no time soon. They're trying to find something. We're better, but the number's still rising, and the number's still rising because people just don't care. They was like, I don't care. I'm going out there. I heard the stories I've heard, y'all. The stories I've heard are just crazy stories. But anyway, I had to go to CVS yesterday, and CVS, they got the 2 drive-through lines. What they're doing now is you can go get tested. You don't have to go in the store. You can't go in the store to get tested, as a matter of fact. You can drive through, literally at CVS on lane 1. You can drive through to CVS, and I took a picture. I'm going to write about that and post it. Because I was like, oh. Because I got in the wrong lane because I'm normally just getting in the lane that's right by the window and pick up the prescription. But that's not how it's set up. So yesterday, you could drive through lane 1 and get tested at the window. If you was picking up a prescription, you had to go to lane 2. Lane 1 was drive through. So they are doing testing. You can drive through and get the test. There's no charge for the test. So if you want to go and just get the test and see, you can. Sugar Hill Church is offering free COVID-19 antibody tests for 3 days. If you want to get tested, go get tested. Now, I think that's another problem too, y'all. I think people who with the antibody, they're saying, I had the antibody, I'm not going to get it. And I don't know how that whole thing works. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I don't think everybody that I've seen got the antibody or have had it. I think people just don't care. But anyway, the church is partnered with the COVID-19 Consortium, a group of labs and medical professionals working to expand testing availability for a 3-day event starting today. So from today through Wednesday, July 1st, both tests for COVID-19 virus and tests to determine whether a person has the COVID-19 antibodies indicating that they've already had the disease, may have some degree of immunity, will be free to all those who seek it out. So go get it tested. I think I'm going to get tested because I honestly believe I had it already. Here's why I believe that. Right before I went to Podfest, I was sick. I was like, I got a cold again? Like, I don't get colds like that. When I came from Podfest, I was sick again. Me and Georgia both with colds and sore throats. So I honestly believe I had it and didn't know it. And thank God I made it through if I did. But, so if you want to go get tested, the testing is going to be done in the church's parking lot. It's going to be drive-through style, similar to permanent testing sites across the metro Atlanta area. This minimizes contact between the healthcare workers administering the test and those who could potentially be sick. So that's why they're doing the drive-through. But you have to make an appointment. You got to go online and make an appointment if you want to do this. You can't just show up. So for the complete story, go to ajc.com. You'll get the complete story there. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be back after the song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned. welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett show. So the Gwinnett County Public Library and Atlanta Community Food Bank are partnering to distribute free packages of food through a drive-through. So the food will be given out 2 days this week, starting tomorrow, at the Kettle branch from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The second event will be held July 7th at Norcross branch, also from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So these are free food packages for those who are in need of food. Starting tomorrow, it's 2 days, a 2-day event. It's not an ongoing event for the rest of the week. It's just 2 days. So it's July 30th at the Kettle branch Public Library. That's going to be located from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the second event is going to be held July 7th at the Norcross branch, also from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So if you're interested and you need the food, you can do that. It's going to be up to 20 pounds of fresh produce and shelf-stable goods will be given out to each person or a group in line. There is a limit of 1 package per vehicle. There is no pre-registration required. All food will be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. Volunteers will bring the packages of food to the cars, and those picking up will not have to get out their cars. So that's a good thing. So up to 20 pounds of food, 1 package per car. So I get it. You may need more, but you can't get more. The Kettle Library is located at 265 Kettle Road, and the Norcross branch is located at 6025 Buford Highway. Again, Kettle is located at 265 Kettle Road, and that's in Kettle, of course. And Norcross branch is located at 6025 Buford Highway, and that's in Norcross. So you can go. You don't have to make an appointment. There's no registration. It's the first come, first served basis while supplies last. Up to 20 pounds of food, 1 package per car. So do not try to get 2. You're only going to get 1. You don't even have to get out your car to get it. They're going to bring it to your car. So all you got to do is just drive through and pick it up. I can tell you, I really, I hate the fact that we have to go through this whole coronavirus. However, I really love the fact of how we have had to make adjustment to do things. All of us, like anybody that's kind of breathing right now, have had to make some kind of adjustment to the way they do things. Listen to this. Even people with, I remember when they had the financial crash in 2008, 2009, around that time. I remember seeing this guy on TV. He was super rich. He said he didn't even know we had a financial crisis. That's because he was rich. Like, he was super rich. So the financial crisis did not affect him at all. Coronavirus, on the other hand, don't care how much money you got. I look at all the people who are just rich. I mean, stupid rich that came down with the virus. It doesn't care. And I'm not saying, anything against rich people. I'm just saying that this virus didn't care. And so all of us, at some point, have been touched by this virus. See, when we had the financial crisis, not all of us was touched because there were people who were so rich they didn't even know there was a financial crisis. With the coronavirus, everybody was touched in some kind of way. It may not have been you personally affected, but some kind of way it altered the way we think and do things and live, because things shut down. So if you went to your favorite restaurant, it affected you because it was shut down. If you need to go to the ER and you were scared to go because you were scared you was going to go in and don't come out, it affected you. If you were used to doing concerts and you had to do them in your car or do it in the park on the big screen and people had to sit in their car, it affected you. If you played sports, oh God, we know how it affected you, because we haven't seen football or basketball all season. We might have seen, maybe 3 games? There was no basketball season. None at all. Now, here's the thing. Some people probably saying, well, can we do without basketball? We didn't have any for a whole season. We made it through. I like basketball, so I would not want to see basketball go away. But I'm just saying, I'm sure there's some people that's saying that. So it affected us. It affected everybody. So anyway, let's keep it moving. Because we got to keep it moving. That's what, got to stand strong. When the when the coronavirus pandemic forced students to learn from home and caused thousands of Georgians to lose their job, a Gwinnett-based nonprofit shifted focus. That's what I'm talking about. From kids to their mothers. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We had to make the shift, right? Corners Outreach, based in Peachtree Corners, primarily focuses on helping students in Title I schools. those with high proportion of low-income students according to federal standards in Gwinnett County and DeKalb County. Reach grade level proficiency in reading and math. So that's what they're known for. Corners Outreach. They are known for helping students who are in Title I schools, which are schools located in low income areas. They want to make sure that these kids are proficient in reading and math. That's what they were normally focused on. But then the pandemic hit. That changed. So when the pandemic hit Georgia and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention began recommending people wear masks, Public Program Director Maury Latson got an idea from another way to help Corners Outreach families. This is what she did. Normally they help the children. Look at what they did because they had to make the adjustment. Some of the mothers of the children at Corners Outreach lost their jobs due to the coronavirus and all the closures of the jobs that are around the world. Because of transportation and childcare limitations, these women were forced to stay home. Many already knew how to sew, so this is what they did. They began the More Than a Mask initiative, paying women to sew masks from their homes. Yep, that's what they did. They said, our focus is to empower women and help them earn a living wage. That's what Latson said, Maury Latson. Corners Outreach provide after-school programs and tutoring for more than 450 kids. It's focused on multi-generational approach, engaging parents and caregivers in workshops and providing jobs in a landscaping service. I think I talked about them before. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, has 13 staff members, and has worked with over 200 volunteers. The program operates in a partnership with Gwinnett Cares, a group that helps provide resources to people affected by COVID-19 and coordinates volunteer efforts and donations. This is the second venture by Corners Outreach to employ parents. They also run a landscaping business that hires parents of children who attend the after-school program. So they normally help the kids, but they have taken the approach that we're going to help the whole family, which I think is a great thing, because a lot of programs really just focus on the children. But there are parents in those homes that are suffering just as bad as children or need help just as much, because if they did not, then the kids probably wouldn't need so much help. If you think about it, right? If the parents didn't need as much help as they needed, then their children probably wouldn't need as much help, because then they'll be able to give them everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of the things that they need, because you can never give everything to a child. You may want to, but you can't. So Corners have said, you know what? Let's hire these mothers to sew. They already know how to sew. Let's hire them to make these masks. So for 3 weeks, about a dozen women have been making up to 200 masks a day without leaving their homes or pay for childcare. Corners Outreach provides the materials, so all the women need to do is start sewing. Yep, and they get paid for that. I think that is a great. You know what? Let's give them a round of applause. That is amazing. Just got to think outside the box. One mother said, she said, my life is much better now. I'm much more comfortable at home. I'm much happier, and I'm grateful that I'm earning more money. Wow. So this is how the money breaks down. The organization launched an online store to sell the mask on June 22nd. This just launched. This like last week. They sell the mask for $10, and the women earn $4 per completed mask. The remaining $6 per mask pays for materials and is put back into the Corners Outreach programming. That is amazing. That's what I'm telling y'all. You got to be able to make the adjustments, right? You got to see where there are needs and try to fill them. Corners said, you know what? The kids can't come because everything is shut down. The mothers are suffering. They can't go to work because nobody's there to watch the kids. They can't afford transportation because they don't have a job. So let's see how we can help. So not only are they helping the children, but they're helping the parents. So that's what I'm talking about. To read the full story, you can go to ajc.com and click on Gwinnett County under county, and you can get the whole story there. Here's another organization going to be hiring some people. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. We're getting back, y'all. We're not there yet, but we're getting back. Ironshield Brewing and Big Kettle Brewing are bringing 60 jobs and $10 million in capital investment with opening of its new operations at North Clayton Street in Lawrenceville. Of the new jobs, 40% will be manufacturing and 60% will be sales and administration and marketing. I think that is so cool. A couple of weeks ago, I interviewed John Reynolds, who is one of the co-founders of Slow Pour Brewery here in Lawrenceville. So Lawrenceville now, I think, has, if I can recall, I think that's going to be the third one, because I think there's another one here in Lawrenceville as well. But these breweries are popping up everywhere. And here's the thing, I think it's great because they're craft breweries. They're not like Pabst Blue Ribbon, you know. They're craft breweries. They're smaller, but they serve a need. They serve a want in our community. They bring people together. People love beer. Like I don't drink beer, but John told me when I interviewed him, he said, Audrey, I guarantee you there's a beer out there with your name on it. And I was like, probably is, because I will drink a cooler. So if I can get a beer closer to a cooler, I'm not a drinker, y'all. That's the problem. Like I had a half a glass of wine yesterday, and I didn't even finish that. I had a half a glass of wine because I'm not a drinker like that. But anyway, we have about 3 breweries that I know of right now in Lawrenceville. So Big Kettle Brewing is going to be our third. It's slated to open this week, I think. Big Kettle, which is, it's open now. It's open. It's a purpose-built contract brewing facility producing craft beer and other beverages. Owners Dave Rice and Glen Sprouse designed a contract brewing facility to help other craft breweries increase their production capacity by providing brewing. Oh my God, that's amazing. Packaging and laboratory testing. According to the recent press release, this is the first purpose-built contract brewery in the metro Atlanta area and will enable craft breweries to keep their beer produced locally. That is nice. I want to go in there and talk to them. I think I'm going to go set up an appointment because I want to go see. I've been to some breweries. I think they're so cool, y'all. It's like you see the big old brewing pots in the back, and they normally have like a big glass window so you can see that. And then outside in the open space is just space. Like they don't sell food. A lot of them don't sell food. They just sell beer. And because I feel like I want to be a part of the craft brew club. Like I don't even know if there's a such thing, but I think that's kind of cool. This company and this facility is in Lawrenceville were literally built to grow, said Glen Sprouse, founder and Brewmaster. We plan on producing a little over 25,000 barrels of beer in our first 12 months of operation, with around 12 to 15 full-time employees by the end of year one. The facility is designed to allow us to rapidly expand for the next 7 years. They plan 7 years out. That's what I'm talking about. By our 7th year, we plan on producing over 80,000 barrels of beer per year, with a total staff of over 60 employees in our Lawrenceville address. I think that's amazing. Yep. So Brewing Tap Room, Ironshield Brewing Tap Room with plans to open on July 11th. It has a 40-foot serving bar, multiple brewing areas of the brew house, covered outdoor seating, and a beer garden. They spelled it differently. But anyway, if you want more information about Big Kettle Brewing, go to bigkettlebrewing.com. You can get more information there. 60 jobs are coming. Now, I don't even know what you need to. I guess you need to know how to brew beer, or you need to know about marketing. But yeah, check them out. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go visit them. I'm just gonna show up like, hey, I'm the Good Morning Gwinnett lady. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna show up, but I do wanna know more about what they're doing. So anyway, they got 60 jobs coming. Now, I say this all the time. Make sure your resume is tight. Make sure you can pass the background check. Make sure that, you got the proper ID. Make sure everything is ready. 60 jobs. I don't know. They said administrative assistant. They need some marketing people. I think that's so cool. Like, I should go down there and throw my hat in the ring and be marketing. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm a marketing genius. I'm like Einstein when it comes to marketing. I get like these ideas. Like they keep me up at night. That's why I was up to 3:30 in the morning, and then I wanted to pass out yesterday when I went to the store because I couldn't sleep. And when I finally laid my head down, it was 3:26. Yeah. All right. So alcohol home deliveries. So listen, the alcohol home deliveries bill clears the Georgia Senate. So yeah, homebody drinkers, they can rejoice. That's funny. So last Tuesday, Georgia Senate passed legislation allowing restaurant, grocery stores, and other businesses licensed to sell alcohol to make home deliveries of beer and wine in Georgia. So now you ain't even got, see what I'm saying? That adjustment. They were like, you know what? People are not drinking as much beer and wine as they were because they're scared to go out. Let's take it to them. That's that adjustment, y'all. That's what I've been trying to tell you. They got to make the adjustment. So Senate passage of House Bill 879, sponsored by Representative Brett Harrell, comes after many Georgians clamored for alcohol deliveries and recent stay-at-home orders prompted by the coronavirus pandemic. I told y'all. It cleared the Senate 49-9. Yes, they didn't even have to really fight about it. $49.99, they can get their beer and wine at home. Grocery stores would include upscale Whole Foods, which is owned by Amazon, will be able to utilize the internet sales giant online vending platform. Senate lawmakers confirmed at a committee hearing last week. Yeah, they ain't playing. They like, we got to get this. So now you can order your beer and your wine at home. Now let me wonder how that's gonna work out for some liquor stores, because now liquor stores, you're allowed to make deliveries. Do that mean you can set up an online store? Because if that's the case, all you web designers, if you got a bunch of liquor stores, and listen here, if you got a bunch of liquor stores in your area and you know how to design websites, and liquor stores normally say, I don't need a website because people just walk in, here's an opportunity for you to go out and say, listen, did you know that they just passed a bill in Georgia that you can sell beer and wine from your liquor store? You can deliver it. They need to go online and place the order. Yes, now they need websites. So if you are a web designer, listen to me, and you live in Georgia, I don't know if other states already passed this bill, but if you live in Georgia and you're a web designer, you need to go out to all the liquor stores and say, listen, you need an online store, because people are ordering. Your people that you love, because here's the thing, there are people that go to the same, I'll give you a prime example. There's a gas station around the corner from my house. They sell wine. They sell beer. I don't know if they sell wine, but I know they sell beer. Those same people go to that store every day. Why? Because it's their local store. Right? They go there, they play the lottery, they pick up some beer, they pick up something to drink every day. Every day. So before, you didn't need a website. But now you may want to have one, but you got to have somebody in there to manage the web sales. Because if you're going to add a delivery service for your wine, yeah. Shoo. Let me tell you something. If I was in that business right now, oh yeah, baby, I'd be like, yeah, I need to throw up a website like right now so we can sell this wine. Yep. Yeah. So deliveries can only be made by retailers and third-party vendors who are licensed to drive in Georgia and must be at least 21 years old. So now you got to hire you a driver to go drop the beer. Listen, if Miss Mabel can't drive because she broke her foot, but she want her beer. You saw the old lady when I first started doing the pandemic talk, when we first started talking about this whole coronavirus. There was an old lady, I think she was like 85 years old. She put a sign in her window saying, I'm almost out of beer. Guess what? The beer company, I forgot which company it was, they sent her cases and cases and cases of beer because she's like, I don't have no beer. I'm trying to tell you now, don't sleep on it. You got to think outside the box. If you're a web designer, you might want, listen, if you are a Uber driver, let me tell you this. If you are a Uber driver and all you want to do is deliver beer, partner with somebody that sells beer and wine, and you are every time they got a call, you sit right outside. All you going to do is drop off the beer. I'm trying to tell you, you better think outside the box. I'll be back after this song.
How long has it been since I kissed you? I don't wanna wait. How long has it been since you held me? I don't wanna wait. How long has it been since I felt like this about anything? I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. How long do we have to put up with this lonely charade? As long as I know that I'm winning, I played this game, but
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you now. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration before I go. All right. And here he goes. When you start to develop your powers of empathy and imagination, the whole world opens up to you. Oh, that is so powerful. When you start to develop your powers of empathy and imagination, the whole world opens up to you. Susan Sarandon said that, and she was right. Listen, if we just have some empathy in our heart and imagination, we're going to be fine. We got to stand strong, though. We got to stand strong. We got to endure. We got to get through this. But you got to have empathy, and you got to have imagination. Listen, what I just said to you guys about starting going around talking to these places that's going to be able to deliver this beer and they don't have a website. Like, okay, so here's the thing. If they sell beer and wine, that's a whole nother stream of income from them. And this is how you got to sell it. So you got to go, you got to understand, you got to have imagination, and you got to have empathy. You can't walk around with a cold heart. Now, I can't say that I believe that we all have a certain amount of empathy. But there are some people who just have a cold heart. They don't have empathy for anybody. And then there's some people who don't have imagination. And if you could do some self-improvement on yourself to get the two of those things, the whole world opens up to you instead of being closed off. Like, I love the fact that I have both. And I thank God for both of them. Because it allows me to, when there's times when I just when I should want to smack somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to say hi. And I know my family hates that sometimes, because sometimes they come to me, they complaining about stuff, and I kind of just like, oh, okay. Because my heart and my mind is not wrapped around the problem. I'm not that person. Like, I don't dwell on the problem for long periods of time. I might get pissed off for a minute, but at the end of the day, I say, okay, now what am I going to do about this? How am I going to fix this? How am I going to move forward? That's me. So you have to be that person. If you just have some empathy, develop that power of empathy and imagination, the whole world opens up. Like my imagination world, oh my God, that's how I can come up with these great ideas. That's why I can think off the cuff like that, because I'm open to that stuff. I look at history. I love that kind of stuff. I look at other cultures. I love that kind of stuff. I want to know about your culture. I want to know about your life. I want to know how you live. I'm not closed off like that. But that's why I can do the things I do. That's why I can see the things that I see. And all of that is because of God. All right. So listen, thank you so much for listening. If you missed any episode of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to past episodes and share the show with your friends. Also, follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Join our Facebook group at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Be sure to support the show by going to Good Morning Gwinnett and just pick any way to support it. You can buy a book from me. You can buy a t-shirt off the website. You can be an advertiser. Any way you see fit to support the show, please, by all means, do. And if you don't see anything there, email me and say, Audrey, how can I support the show? I appreciate you so much. I love you for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 4 minutes with me, and I love you and appreciate you for that. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Stay safe, and until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.